All right. Yep, we're live. So nobody's on yet, but that's okay. They'll jump on here in a minute. Gotta get my chat pulled up. All right, we'll give it just a second here, Shane. Let some folks.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
See if some folks jump on here. It's pretty cool because it goes live through our YouTube page as well, or channel, and Facebook. So all the different platforms. Somebody's watching.
Yeah, we got two.
And what is going on, folks? Man, we'll get started here, Shane. Guys, today is Thursday, and normally that is when I do the Hypeman show. And I'm going to have Shane back. This is Shane Fields, good buddy of mine. He is a game warden. What county?
Pittsburgh County.
Pittsburgh County game warden. Down where I hunt and fish all the time. He actually tracked my deer that my good buddy Dylan put me on.
Right on.
And got to shoot the black powder gun. That was super cool. Shane came out that night. We were having trouble finding it. And luckily he came and helped us track that deer down. And it was one of the greatest moments of my life.
It was a good, awesome moment for me, too. Seeing you get your deer like that, it was awesome.
It was so cool, man.
It was.
Cool deer, fits my personality to a T. that funky antler it had on it. Or horns.
Funky rack for a funky person.
That's right. That's right. But no, we have a lot of fun down there hunting and fishing together. Shane's up here getting some work done on his boat, getting some new Pro Guide batteries.
Pro Guide lithium batteries. Hey, if you need batteries, the Bass Tank has them. And they'll probably run out pretty quick because everybody wants these lithiums.
Yeah, and we've got a great Black Friday deal. Well, I call it a Black Friday deal. Holiday special still going on these Pro Guide batteries. And man, for lithiums, they're great batteries. Scott Palmer's been running them for a while. One of the owners, and Darren, our technician, has been running them.
Chris Jones, too.
Chris Jones runs them. Pro Bass guy. What's he fish?
He's
the Elites.
Yeah, he made it to the Classic this year.
That's right. Yeah, Chris Jones. He did well in the Classic.
Yeah, like third.
Yeah. So there's these batteries are tested, they're tried, they're true. Awesome batteries. If you're looking to, basically you can take 3 trolling motor batteries out of your boat, replace them with these lithiums, and it's less weight than one of your trolling motor batteries. So check them out. Awesome batteries, awesome deal on them. So the shows this week has got a little bit flipped. And I'm glad Shane was up here. Richard and Ashely Faulk are coming on next week with me. So Shane is up here getting that work done on the boat, and we tested a bunch of new cleaning products on the boat.
Yeah, they're testing that on my boat right now, and I was like, hey, test this over here.
Yeah, get this spot.
Guys, what they're about to do is it's unbelievable. You know, everybody has a hard time with their cowlings on their motor. You ought to see the cowling after they get done with it. So I'm really excited to see what the Bass Tank brings on to another level. Y'all just keep on amazing me with what y'all doing. So they're doing a good job out there right now.
We're tinkering with some new ideas on, we recognize there's a kind of a hole in the market. We get boats in and out of the shop every day. And, I'll be honest, like mine, a lot of them are filthy. We use these boats and they get dirty. So we're playing with some different ideas on doing some detailing work. So kind of using Shane's boat as a guinea pig with a bunch of different commercial grade products. And it's really remarkable stuff. So stay tuned for that. We'll be getting that info out there soon. What's going on, Reggie Donner? Thanks for jumping on, buddy. Steve Jordan. Yes, I am a beautiful human being that needs a beard trim. Ricky Robinson, what's going on? Ricky's an old customer. I remember Ricky. This is whenever I was still working out of Scott's garage.
Yeah.
When we first, were getting going. And he came to Scott's house. So I remember Ricky well. Bridget Jordan's on here. What's going on, Bridget? A friend of me and Shane's.
Do you go lighter color with your jigs in the winter or darker colors?
Do you go lighter in color with your jigs in winter or darker colors?
I go darker.
You go darker? Are we talking bass or crappie?
Well, I'm talking bass.
We're talking crappie.
Okay. Well,
I know you crappie fish too.
I do crappie fish.
Shane catches big crappie. Shane bass fishes a lot. He competitive bass fishes, tournaments, a lot down on Eufaula. and in that part of the state. But he also crappie fishes.
Yeah. Last year I had a 363 was my biggest.
A giant.
Yeah.
That's. I mean,
I let it go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a replica of it, but 363 is a giant for me. I've been after a 3-pounder for a long time.
Oklahoma fish.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I won't reveal that lake yet.
Don't say where.
I'll still be a good friend.
Yeah. I'll be catching that same fish next week, I hope. I've never caught a 360.
Well, I can tell you where they're at.
I never have.
And your good buddy Dylan knows where they're at.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. Yeah, so Dylan caught a 364 at Grenada. That was, and I was so
four.
No, he hadn't caught a 4.
You sure about that?
Yeah, it's a 372.
That one.
His client caught a 4.
Oh, okay. I knew there was a 4 in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, his client caught a 4, which is super cool. But Dylan caught a 372 in Oklahoma, and then we go to Grenada, and he catches a 364, and I'm angry at this point because that would have been my personal best. It wasn't even his personal best.
And y'all set a record.
We do, yeah. We set a record.
That's awesome.
It was fun. Jerry Graham, my man, what's going on, dude? I got Shane in the house. Sorry, the jig question. We got distracted. Lighter or darker colored jigs in the wintertime. For me, I'm a white, pink head, white body, chartreuse tail. Slab Syndicate, crappie jigs, hand ties. Chris ties some amazing jigs, and that is what Dylan and I use primarily. And to me, color doesn't make a big difference when it comes to crappie. I'm more about the bait profile, size, and I am super picky on the hook. I'm really, really picky about the hooks that I want to use. These giant fish that we try to catch with these tiny hooks, it's got to be a real strong J hook. I don't do sickle hooks anymore. They break too easily. But Mustad J hooks are what I like. So for what it's worth.
Do you use lighter line or in the wintertime, or say with the same line you always?
Same line I use all year. I used to use a lot of braid, and I've really switched to using fluorocarbon more. On my vertical rods, I'll use 17-pound fluorocarbon. My casting rods is 8-pound. And I know we've talked about it on the show before, fluorocarbon, the basic difference between fluoro and mono. Fluorocarbon sinks, mono floats. So if I need a real slow presentation, I'll grab a rod with mono on it and cast to them. But typically I'm throwing 16th ounce jigs.
Right.
And I need that line to help it get down.
Exactly.
But guys, we're not going to go real long here.
Before we get into this, I know everybody on here has been getting all the stir up and everything about the new, bass proposal of ODWC that has just announced. If you got a license, they probably sent you an email saying what they're proposing. And basically what this is, we're getting rid of all the slot limit for the largemouth bass and smallmouth bass. And well, with that said, you're going to have one fish over 16 inches to be able to take home. We're trying to promote eating and catching smaller fish, taking them out, because those small fish, they gotta eat too. So it's basically they're eating the fish that the big bass that we would have caught eating the same. So we're trying to do that, and everybody said, well, that's going to affect the tournaments. No, see, the tournament director will have an exemption. It's free. They just got to apply for it. And so I'm really looking forward to McGee Creek whenever they let this go, because you catch so many of these slot fish in McGee Creek, it's unbelievable. So we're going to be looking at 20-something pounds almost every tournament that's going to happen. So there is no slot limit, length limit, size limit restriction on tournaments. The tournament director can set his own, like a minimum 12 inches or whatever he wants to do. But we're all really looking forward to that proposal. I think it's going to help the quality of our big bass that we're finally getting to see. We've got these big bass in Oklahoma, and with the live scope that we've learned over the past few years, it's getting more and more of these big fat bass caught. Yeah, we're adapting. Basically, I think what Josh Johnson has said, the biologist for our area, adapting what Florida is already doing. So
that's interesting.
I hope everybody's on board with this. I think all the tournament guys will be on board with this. We're just, it's a proposal right now, and it won't go into effect till late 2022. So it probably won't go into effect this next tournament year, but at the end of the tournament year is when it'll probably go into effect. So I'd like to know you guys' comments and what you guys think about the new bass proposal as well.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, I know it's been circulating around social media. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on it. Some people are for it and some people are against it. And at the end of the day, I trust our state biologists to, they're the ones out there doing the shock surveys and figuring out these fish and how we can grow more trophy bass in Oklahoma. And I look forward to getting involved on the crappie side eventually and working with them on that side of things. And because I think I know things and what things how they should be done, but I don't. I didn't go to school for that. I went to school to learn how to sell stuff.
Well, the bass we have been taught, even myself have been taught, oh, you can't keep a bass, that's money fish. And us true tournament bass fishermen, we just catch and release, catch and release, catch and release. Well, we need to start taking them out, because some of the bank fishermen that have been doing the right thing, we need to get back on board what they're doing and take some of these smaller fish out, and we're going to start seeing a lot bigger quality largemouth bass in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you got to keep some of these fish. And bass are delicious.
Absolutely.
I mean, bass are delicious. I grew up eating a lot of bass. Cleaned out a lot of ponds before I had a clue what I was doing. So it's lucky I'm a little older and wiser now. But pay attention to it, guys. Stay aware of it. Regulations are changing. Make sure that you know the regulations when you're out there fishing. And let us know what you think if you guys have any thoughts on it. We're not going to forget the drawing, Shannon. My man behind the scenes, Shannon Young, my producer back there, reminded me why we're actually going live right now.
I know we get caught up in this stuff, and we could talk for hours.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the passion that we love to do and everything. But there is a drawing.
Yeah.
We're actually going to give something away.
Very, very cool. For you guys that were not aware, in the month of November, we ran a contest. The Bass Tank did. If you bought a qualifying unit, either a 1022, 1222, 1042 XSV, or 1242 XSV, then you're entered in this drawing. I've got all the names in this hat, and what you win is actually spectacular. I mean, really, really cool. Place called Asher's Ranch. It's in Arkansas. Guided trip, your choice. Either myself or John Soka. If you want to go catch crappie, I'm your guy. If you want to go catch bass, John's going to take you out. Yeah, the big guy over there. He's out of the office today, or he would have been on this feed with us. But so it's dealer's choice regardless. John and I are both going. 2 nights. I believe it's 2 night stay in the lodge at Asher's Ranch.
That's
room,
awesome.
board. And food, lodging, fishing. You're responsible for getting there. So I've got Shane here to do the drawing. He's a game warden, so people are mad at him all the time.
Yeah.
He's used to it. So
Exactly.
he's gonna pick the name. And guys, one more thing. The kicker. We're doing this again in December. Same contest, still going. So there will be another winner.
Will they get to go same place?
Same place,
Awesome.
Asher's Ranch. So oh yeah, and winner is also responsible for getting your Arkansas fishing license. Don't want to forget about that. Got the game warden here.
That's Arkansas.
Yeah, not in your county. Hey, Carly Jo Williams is on here. Carly's awesome, dude.
Awesome.
She's gonna have a baby here pretty soon. She lives over in Grenada, Mississippi. Thanks for jumping on, Carly.
Nice.
Keep up what you do. I love following you on social media. Okay, here we go. Without further ado, I'm getting good and mixed up here. I got to hold it up here so nobody can see.
Be all legit.
All right, pick a name.
Here we go.
Who we got?
David Newton.
David Newton.
You're the lucky man.
I don't know if you're watching right now, David, but
You got 2 seconds to call us.
No. Yeah. No, we'll reach out to you if you guys are in this contest. David Newton. There we go. It wasn't rigged.
Yeah, what are they?
Bunch of different names in here. David, we will contact you via phone and or email, and just get back to us, when you can, and we can arrange dates. There's no set dates. We can work with you on that. But guys, don't forget that this contest is still going. We're gonna have another winner.
We got a question. Ricky
Ricky
Robinson with the live scope. Some are concerned about limits are too high. Well, the limits has been in effect forever. It's 6 bass. So we're promoting people to take out those 6 bass.
He's talking about crappie.
Oh, you're talking about crappie.
He's talking about crappie.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my show, man.
Yeah,
It's crappie show. I don't get a lot of bass.
With the live scope now, I have talked to Josh Johnston, which is one of our senior biologists, and if there was a concern, especially on larger lakes, they would already address this system about the limits. I know a lot of people are saying that these guides are going in and they're just taking too many and all this, but if it was that relevant on these bigger lakes, they would probably address that. Now, who's to say that they won't address that issue on smaller impoundments? That might be something in the future that they look at, but that's a biologist question. I'm not a biologist. I'm just kind of listening to what some of the other biologists had talked about. But right now, it doesn't seem to be a concern at this moment right now.
I agree on the big lakes that we've got, in Oklahoma, especially northeast Oklahoma. I'm within an hour of probably 6 25 to 50,000 acre lakes, and then we got Eufaula down where Shane's at, 100,000+ acre lake. Personally, I'm not real concerned about the limits on those lakes. Now, a lot of people in Oklahoma don't realize that Corps of Engineer lakes have a limit of 37 crappie, where GRDA lakes it's only 15. So Grand Lake, Fort Gibson, Hudson, these are GRDA lakes. The limit's only 15 in those lakes. What I have talked to the wildlife department about, some of our biologists, one in particular, Gene, retired now, regarding crappie is some type of slot limit, some type of, I think my fear with live scope is that the bigger fish get cleaned out and kept and eaten. These are pan fish. Most people keep every crappie they catch.
Right. And at the end of the day, why are we keeping that many? Because they want to feed their families and stuff. They want that bag limit of what they get. And so I mean, just for personal, I think a couple over a certain amount of inches for trophy purposes only, and then the rest under would be a great, deal.
That's where my head's at.
Yeah, but who knows what's going to happen in the next few years with live scope, how they're going and everything. And I would like to see our lake like Grenada.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Giant crappie. They're doing it right. They're doing something right over there.
Something. And we've got the genetics here. I mean, we know we've got
absolutely
giant fish in Oklahoma. It's how can we get more of them? And that's what I want to work with the wildlife department on, and how in any capacity I can help, I'm going to help. They know that. I've got friends like Shane that has introduced me to some of these folks, and John knows some of these people. So we are in talks with them always, trying to help however we can tweak the system and make it the best fisheries possible for bass, crappie, spoonbill. I mean, spoonbill regulations are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Crazy spoonbill regulations in Oklahoma. I don't know about other states, but in Oklahoma, it's some weird stuff. Like you can't keep them on certain days of the week, and
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they just lay their eggs on Thursdays, so we can't keep them on Thursdays. I don't know, but I don't do a lot of spoonbill.
It's to keep the general, a lot of population down that fish at one time. Because if you ever been down there on a certain amount of time,
That's true.
Elbow.
That's true. Down below Ula Dam, I've been down there snagging before, and it's a mess. And don't launch a boat below the dam when they're snagging down there, because they will pelt you with 3-ounce
You
sinkers.
might have some insurance taken out.
Yeah. Might get some death threats too.
Right. Look at it. Thinks I'm flexing.
I know you're showing off.
They got me some new skin, guys. See, I'm gonna try to beat the Hypeman here. I was thinking about putting the bass tank right here. But
Yeah. We're gonna get matching tattoos. I don't have any tattoos.
We're gonna change that.
Yeah. Might as well. No, never mind.
You're right.
Yeah, we're gonna get matching bass tank tattoos, maybe on my forehead, something like that. Ricky, I'm proud of our wildlife department too. I'm glad that you appreciate them. We need to support these guys and however we can. So stay in touch with them. If you got concerns, email them. I know that they're good about getting back to people. And guys, keep fishing. We're gonna cut this off. David Newton, if you're watching, you're the big winner. Guys, if David's not able to make the trip, then we'll do this again and draw another name. So, but thank you guys for getting on as usual. Next week, the show, stay tuned, because I'm going to change things up a bit and start going live in the evenings. I think more people will be available. I love the interaction with all you guys on these live feeds. That's why I don't just record it, so I can get the interaction. I think in the evenings, I've been talking to some YouTube buddies of mine. Ken Pierce is one that I had on a week or two ago, and he says about 6 o'clock in the evening he gets the best viewership on his live stuff. So
people getting off work and everything, they finally see what's going on in the world.
Get on.
Most people can't get on during the middle of the day because of work shift. So.
Exactly. So stay tuned. I'm not sure for next week yet. I've got to talk to Richard and Ashely and to Shannon and get that figured out, but we'll put it out there and let you guys know. So if there's anything you guys want to know about, hear about, have us talk about, just, leave it in the comments, and
we'll talk, get back on.
Yeah, and we'll get back to you, and that's the stuff that we'll talk about. I do this, for you guys and to try to help people increase their catch rate at the end of the day, catch more fish and have more fun doing it. So stay tuned. Check out thebasstank.com. We've got a Black Friday section on the website with all of our deals on it. All of our apparel's half price. We got some great battery deals if you're looking for lithium batteries. Phenomenal battery deals with Pro Guide batteries. Good partnership with Matt Looney over there. He's a great dude.
Absolutely.
Involved in some charitable stuff, Bass for Beckers and all that. So support those that support us, and that's all we can do.
You still stocked up on Mega Lives?
We got 0 Mega Lives, man.
They went out quick.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get 10 or 12 in.
They're gone.
They're gone in a day. Yeah. Humminbird stuff's been tough, Mega Lives, but guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me too, brother.
Oh, man, Shane, I'm glad you're here. It's always good to see you, brother. And I'll be down this weekend, hopefully.
Right.
I got one more tag to steal down there, so hopefully I can get a bigger buck this time, and I'm gonna make Shane drag it out because he's in better shape than I am. Guys, thanks for watching.
Appreciate it, guys.
We'll see you next week. Appreciate it.